What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another Minecraft video. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Twilight Forest mod. So I have a friend here who's going to be willing to give me a book to help us on our review tonight. And that guy, that special person, is going to be Mr. Ender. You just look at the camera. There you go, Ender. Alright, so let me go ahead and get a book from him. That'll help me with the review. We're going to start off with the first 3 blocks, and the first 3 blocks being an uncrafting table. What this does is that, well, you basically put a crafted item in here, and then you actually get its materials out of it from this 3x3 grid. And then it'll basically just cost a few enchantment levels, but you can actually get something like, say, you put a gold sword in here, you get 2 gold and then a stick back if you pay a few enchantment levels. So these two are, I'm not really sure what they do. It looks like they just hold your trophies that you get from killing the bosses in this mod. This is actually a pretty big mod, so I won't review absolutely everything of it because it's so big. I would normally show the dimension, but it's actually pretty laggy with the mods I have installed to actually make this review possible. So if you guys want a part 2 of Twilight Forest mod where I show off the actual dimension itself, then you can go ahead and tell me in the comments down below. So anyway, we're gonna go start off with the Twilight Forest armor. There is 4. That's okay. Hang on, I didn't actually bother to count this. There's 8 different sets of armor. The first off is the Naga scale set. And the Naga scale set is crafted with Naga scales, crafted in normal chestplate and leggings. And basically, I have to turn down so much music or sounds because it is very freaking loud. Alright, so in the Twilight Forest, we got the Naga scales, and they are dropped off the boss known as the Naga. Now you can actually see there's 5 trophies over here, and this is what the Naga's head looks like. This is not actually what they all look like. They're not all just giant heads that you fight. But this is supposed to show you what their faces look like. Such as this is the Naga. Up next we have the Ironwood set, which automatically gives you the helmet, aqua, and affinity, and protection 1 on leggings and chestplate, and then you got the boots, which has feather falling 1, and they are crafted with ironwood ingots. Now, to get ironwood ingots, you have to get the ingot. You have to smelt raw ironwood materials, and to get ironwood materials, you have to craft it with an iron ingot, gold nugget, and liver root. And the liver roots can be located underground in the Twilight Forest dimension. And then we have the fiery set, which burns attackers. So if anything attacks you, then this set will light them on fire. And to get the fiery set, to get their ingots, you have to craft them with iron ingots and fiery tears and blood. To get the fiery tears and blood, they are normally dropped off from the Hydra or the Urgas. This is the Hydra, and then this over here is what the Urgas looks like. And then we have the steel leaf set, which the helmet has projectile protection 2, the chestplate has blast protection 2, leggings have fire protection 2, and then the boots have feather falling 2. And they are crafted using steel leaves. Steel leaves are found inside a labyrinth, hollow hill, or dark towers inside of their chests as loot. And then we have possibly one of my favorites. It's the Yeti set. And this actually, instead of actually lights them on fire like the fiery set, this actually chills attackers, which gives them some sort of frost like effect, where they freeze in place and get slowness. And basically, the helmet, chestplate, and leggings and boots give you protection 2, but the boots also gives you, I think that's feather falling 4, and they are made out of the Alpha Yeti fur. Now, Alpha Yeti fur is gained when you kill the Alpha Yeti. Up next is the Phantom set, which only has a chestplate and a helmet. And this is actually dropped off the Night Phantom boss. Night Phantom will be located inside of his actual structure, which of course, which I will show you in a second part, its actual structures. And then we got the Nightly set, which is actually craftable, with the Night Metal ingots. Now they are made. They're gained by smelting armor shard clusters, and the shard clusters are crafted with 9 armored shards. And those are gained, and those are dropped off from block and chain goblins, goblin knights, and helmet crabs. They also can be. You can also get the shards from the goblin knight stronghold inside the chest. And then finally we have the Arctic set, which I'm sorry, but I didn't actually get the recipe for the way you get the Arctic fur. I assume it's basically just from the Alpha Yeti again, because Alpha is basically our only mob that has like a lot of fur. But also over here, there's four little blocks I just placed down here because I saw them, they look cool. It's actually giant wood, which I broke easily, the giant obsidian, leaf, and then cobblestone, which breaks pretty easily. I'm not really sure. And they actually appear with like the giant area or island. I actually don't know. I think that's actually new to the Twilight Forest, so I'm not 100% sure about it. But anyways, we get the weapons and tools. Now we have now these pages actually will tell you where you actually do find them if they're not craftable. So look at the Ironwood set, which the sword does 6 attack damage and then knockback 1. They're crafted with normally with ironwood ingots and then a stick for all of them, like you make a normal sword. Then we got the fiery set, which is actually pretty cool. It's actually better than diamonds, and actually a lot better than diamonds. The fiery sword burns targets and it does 8 attack damage. And the fiery pick auto smelts whatever you're mining. So say if you're mining like something that is smelting, like iron. Normally you have to go ahead and put it in a furnace, but with the fiery pick, when you mine iron ore, you get the ingot. You don't need to smelt it. The steel leaf set is made with steel leaves and sticks. You get the steel leaf sword has looting 2 and it's 7 attack damage. The shovel has efficiency 2 and does 4 damage. Fortune 2 for the pick. And then finally efficiency 5 or 2, sorry, for the axe, and the hoe doesn't have any achievements. So basically they're all good for like all their uses, like the sword used for fighting, to get some loot out of them, shovel and the axe breaking wood and dirt, and the pickaxe for mining. Then we have the knightly set, which the sword does 7 attack damage. However, if you're fighting someone that's armored, then it does extra damage. Then we got the pickaxe, which does the same thing as the sword, and then the axe also does the same attack damage, but it actually does damage to unarmored targets. So let's say a zombie, it'll do more damage. And they're made with the knight metals. Up next, we have the Minotaur Axe, which does 7 attack damage, but I'm pretty sure in the newer update it does 10 attack damage. I'm recording this in 1.7.10, so a lot of this could have been changed. So you get the Minotaur Axe, which does 7 attack damage, and does extra damage while charging. I'm pretty sure the charge, you have to go ahead and like... I'm not actually sure. Maybe you have to run at them, I don't know. It doesn't seem to be working. Up next we got the Maze Breaker, which has efficiency IV on breaking 3 and fortune 2. And these are used in the labyrinth, which is where the Ministroom spawns and where the Minotaurs spawn and all that. And basically the walls normally there are basically unbreakable but with that thing, they're not anymore. So up next we got a giant pickaxe, which just what breaks giant blocks, even though you can basically do that with your fist. It has 5 attack damage and they are dropped from the giants. Up next we have the Ice Sword, which has 7.5 damage, and they are found in the Aurora Palace. In the Aurora Palace is where the Snow Queen spawns. Next we have the Giant Sword, which has further reach and it has 5 attack damage, and it's also dropped from the giants, just like the pickaxe. And finally, can you be quiet, please, mister? I'm trying to like do a mod review, okay? And then finally, the most powerful weapon in Twilight Forest is the Glass Sword, which has 40 attack damage, but however, you can only use it, like, I believe 2 hits or 1 hit, and then it actually breaks. It is found from the Aurora Palace as well. Up next, there are 4 new types of bows. The first up is the Tri-Bow, which shoots 3 arrows, and it has a 50% chance dropping from, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to say, from from the Snow Queen. Next up, we got the Secret Bow, which is a drop from the Snow Queen as well. The Ice Bow, which is found in as dungeon loot, and finally the Ender Bow, which is found in the Aurora Palace. So a lot of this stuff is actually found with this brand new boss known as the Snow Queen. And then there's also Ice Bombs, which I don't think they're actually craftable. They actually drop off the Alpha Yeti. So the Tri-Bow shoots 3 arrows. The Secret Bow, I'm gonna be honest, I tested this bow, I did not know what this thing does. I think it just does extra damage as far as I know. The Ice Bow chills attackers just like the Yeti set. It'll give them slowness, and some sort of frost attack. And then the Ender Bow, when it hits a target, you actually teleport behind them, like the Ender Lord from Legendary Beast. If you guys also want me to review Legendary Beast, tell me in the comments. But also, there's 3 different types of wands. So the first up is the Scepter of Twilight, and this has 99 charges left, and it actually doesn't break when it runs out of charges. So what happens? That is loud. I don't know how to turn that down. I'm sorry if that hurt your ears. Oh yeah, I'm not in survival, so it's not gonna run out. Sorry. There you go. So now it is down to 89 charges. And what you do to actually recharge this is you put it in a crafting table with an ender pearl, and it's basically bringing up a few charges. I don't think it's gonna put it up to full, sadly, but yeah. And this is found in loot chests. Up next with the Sector of Life Draining. And what this does is what this thing does is that you hold it, and whenever you are trying to attack with it, yeah, like the little crosshair you see in the middle of the screen. I'm actually trying to find a villager. I don't know why they're all gathered here. So as you can see, I'm draining its life. There you go, drained its life. So basically, if you are low on hearts, this little scepter here would actually go ahead and actually replenish your health. And apparently, according to Wikipedia, it actually recovers your health more than simply being in peaceful mode. And this thing does run out of charges as well, so to refill those charges, you need a fermented spider eye. And this is actually dropped off from the Twilight Lich. The Twilight Lich, actually, it looks like that. It looks like this. And finally, my favorite sector is actually the zombie sector. Why is it my favorite? I'll show you why. I think I have to get away from these villagers before I feel like it's gonna kill them. It actually summons a loyal zombie. I don't think they actually don't burn, which is great. They also gain a strength buff, and they have 40 health. And these things actually do tend to actually follow you as well. They're basically your minions. You can summon up to 9 of these things, but if you recharge the sector, you can go ahead and actually summon more. The loyal zombies are actually also spawned by the Twilight Lich when you actually fight him, which is pretty cool. This thing runs... Okay, I have to kill that. So the zombie scepter also has limited charges, so in order to refill it, you need to get rotten flesh as well as a strength potion. And this is also dropped from the Twilight Lich, but I'm pretty sure one of the 2 scepters between Life Draining and Zombie is actually a rare drop. So now that we finally went over the boring stuff, I know, I'm sorry that was very boring for you all to witness. We're actually going to get into some cool stuff. Alright, so we're going to go into the mobs. So there's a total of, as far as I can see, or I can find, there's a total of 31 mobs. We're going to go through them all, and we're going to take them all out and see exactly what they actually drop. So I actually got some diamond armor to help me fight off these mobs. Alright. So first up is a red cap. And a red cap, I'm pretty sure... Let's see what it is. Alright, let's see what it is together. Well, I added peaceful. Red cap fight, take number 2. So the red cap... So the red cap has a total of 20 hit points. It fights you with with an iron pickaxe. I don't know what it's doing. It has 20 hit points, it has iron boots, and it fights you with an iron sword. It actually can drop its iron boots as well. Next we have a swarm spider. These spiders have only 3 hit points. Wow, it actually can't hurt me. That's sad. It doesn't drop anything as well. Next we have a skeleton druid, which has 20 hit points, and I'm pretty sure this thing actually it shoots magic, which gives you a poison of which I'm gonna kill it very fast. There we go. And as you can see, when it hit the ground, it actually made some plants over here, which is actually pretty cool. So it actually dropped bones, and I'm pretty sure it has the same drops as a skeleton. So up next we have a hostile wolf, which is basically just a hostile wolf you get from normal Minecraft when you punch a regular wolf, but it has more health. Sorry. It also doesn't drop anything. Up next we have a Twilight Wrath. Oh, there we go. And this thing actually dropped some glowstone dust for us. That's actually pretty. That's good. That's pretty neat. We have a kobold, which has 13 health. Pretty weak as well. And then it drops 2 wheat. I'm pretty sure these things do have random drop. I have to get myself some food before I continue with the rest of the mobs. Not to worry, guys. I got myself some lovely bread. Oh yes, the best bread. All right, so that thing. I don't know these drops are slightly randomized, but I do not remember this thing dropping 2 wheat when I played Twilight Forest. So up next we have a mosquito swarm, which is just very, very. Oh god, that was very annoying to listen to. Oh god, that was very loud and very annoying. More annoying than the mantis or the bee from Ore Spawn. Those things don't drop anything. They have 8 health. Next time we have a death dome, which actually proves to be a worthy match. It shoots pages at you. I'm pretty sure they give you slowness too. I'm glad I gave myself a good sword. It actually drops paper. Actually, it drops some paper and some books. If they could drop paper when it misses its shots, so there you go. That's a way for you to farm paper. I'm gonna have a hedge spider, which has a total of 16 health. I think it just took damage from my thorns on my armor, and it dropped string like a normal spider. We're gonna move on to the next. Yeah, 6. So up next is a minotaur. These things have 30 hit points, and they think they do hit you really hard. Oh, no, they didn't. I just had horrible armor last time I fought these things. You guys remember I did a Lucky Block challenge against Minishroom? And I fought these things. And these things are not proving to be strong at all. I'm pretty sure in the new update you can actually get their axes, which are the golden Minotaur axes, as a rare drop. Next is a slime beetle, as 25 hit points. Shoots slime balls at you, and it tends to run away from you sometimes, and it drops some slime balls. Next you have a pinch beetle, which picks you up. That's basically all it does. It actually just picks up whatever it's fighting. Then we have where is it? The fire beetle, which I believe will actually let you on fire. There you go. And it drops some gunpowder for me. Ow, I'm getting hurt. I'm getting hurt. Ow, goodness. Okay, we'll fight the next one like this. Next is a maze slime. They have 16 hit points, and I'm pretty sure, like normal slimes, they will drop slime. Oh, never mind. They actually do drop some other stuff. Oh, goodness. Okay, so they actually tend to drop a Charm of Keeping, which I'm not really sure what that does. If you want a part 2, I'll try to see what some of this stuff is, just for you guys who are curious. We have another type of red cap. It's a red cap saper, which has 30 health. And it fights with an ironwood pick now. And dropped its boots again. I don't know why it's dropping its boots. I think that's a rare drop. It's not supposed to drop it. It also has two pieces of coal. I didn't actually expect to actually get such rare loot from these mobs. Alright, so up next we have the Mist Wolf. That actually scared me of how big you are. That thing wasn't so vicious. When you actually hurt it, health will go down. It's max health, so it can't really heal itself. But actually, the King Spider. It's a giant spider with a skeleton druid on it. Oh, it actually drops something else. It drops some torch berries. That's weird. Also drops some string, some bones, and a spider eye. I'm actually gonna empty off my inventory just so we can get the other loot. Alright, so up next is a Carbonite Gasling. Now these Carbonite mobs spawn with our spawn with the Urghast. So yeah, I was hoping you were gonna attack me. Okay, come on. So they drop the same things as like a normal ghast would. Let me go. So the Carbonite Gasoline drops a gas tier, and he also drops some gunpowder like a normal gas. This is a Carbonite gas guard, and it is huge. Alright, so it also drops the same thing as the gasoline, which just does a lot more help, and I'm pretty sure do more damage. But this is actually one of my favorites mobs. It's actually a golem. This thing will actually fight you like a normal iron golem. I want to see if I kill it with my thorns, but I can't. So the Carbonite Golem has a total of 40 health, and it seems like it dropped a few blocks. Tower wood planks. I'm pretty sure those are just normal blocks. Huh? And then we got a Brutaling, which is a spider. 7 health, died quickly, and it dropped some string and a spider eye. I have a block and chain golem, which has 20 health. It can actually only hurt you when its ball of chain hits you. And these are the things I told you that actually drop shards. Didn't actually drop them then. This is actually a very strong mob. It's a upper golem. And what you do, you take a shield in order to get to it as like parts. It actually is a 2-part looking knight. And that spear of his actually can do a lot of damage. There you go. I don't know why they're not dropping the shards. Normally they drop it. Maybe I don't know what's going on. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the Helmet Crab, which has 13 health, and it creeps me out. I want to kill it so bad. Thank you. There we go. It dropped a shard this time. It also dropped some fish. This is actually another one of my favorite mobs. It's the Yeti. It basically picks you up and it throws you far away. This guy's normally aggressive, but when you hit it... Oh goodness, okay, never mind. It gets some red eyes. Oh, these... Okay, yeah, I knew it. These things actually do drop the Arctic fur. I was right. Next is a Winter Wolf, which basically looks like a reskin... What did it just... Can you do that again? Can you do that again? I moved out of the way so people didn't see it. Can you do it again? Do it again. I don't know what that is. Anyway, Winter Wolf looks like a reskin of the Mist Wolf, basically, and it also drops Arctic fur. Next we have a Snow Guardian, which has 10 health. It looks like it has an ironwood chestplate and helmet, and also the sword, and it also drops some snowballs. Next we have a Stabilized Core, which has 20 health. And yeah, but also we have an Unstabilized Core. What are you doing? And that's what it does when it dies, so make sure you get the drops off him as best as possible. It actually turned everything into... I'm pretty sure this is like hardened clay or something. So we have a cave troll. That's scary. It has 30 hit points. Seems to attack you like an iron golem. And it didn't drop anything great. So up next is an ice crystal. Ah, goodness, their sound effects hurt my ears. They also drop snowballs. So what we got here is a Apocalypse Q. Apocalypse Q. I don't know why it has a pig sound. It's basically not a mob that's supposed to be in the game. Drop pork chops. I don't know why. This mob actually can fight you. It's the Adheritant, and it shoots the same thing as the Skeleton Druid. It also drops some torchberries. I didn't actually expect it to drop anything. I think they're supposed to be like in like some sort of structure, but I don't think the structure is ready. It's made yet because I don't think there's no boss for those guys. Speaking of bosses, let's go and check out the bosses. There's a total of what I found like 10-ish bosses. Some of them are mini bosses. So I made sure to like order them out of how easy, how difficult they are as best I can. If you guys want to see a mob battle with these guys, tell me in the comments as well. There's a lot of things to tell you guys to tell me in the comments. There's many ideas I have. So we're gonna fight Night Phantom. This is the knight, of course. Okay, let me respond. He has 35 hit point. Why are you running away, bro? Why are you running? Why did you go? What? You just what? Ender, I thought you said this mod was going to be good to review. It's not good of a mod if something like that happens where I can't show off the boss fight. And stop looking at the cobblestone wall, for goodness sake. Ah, now you're not gonna look at me. Okay. Okay, Ender, I see how it is. So now you have a pretty insane boss. It's actually the Twilight Lich. It spawns like in a giant castle. So there he is. He has 100 hit points, and what you have to do, you actually have to knock down its shields. And how you do that is that it's gonna shoot ender pearls at you. It's hard to show with these other minions he spawns. It's also hard for boss fight because he also, so the ender pearls will knock down one shield, and he doesn't have a lot of shields, so I highly doubt it's hard to take them out. I think you actually take out multiple shields. Let me actually quickly turn down the music for the hostile mobs because I'm pretty sure these things are loud. I'm gonna die if I don't be careful. Oh goodness. Ah, what the heck? I'm almost dead. Once you take down all of its shields, that is when you can actually start hurting it. He spawns his own minions. 69 health. Come on, go back there. I think playing with a bow is more like it. There we go, I killed him. Alright, so he actually dropped a lot of stuff, actually. So he actually dropped some gold leggings with unbreaking. Got some protection on break with the golden boots. Another set of golden boots, and got chest plate. Dropped some ender pearls. And he also dropped his trophy. Now I'm pretty sure with these two pedestals over here, you actually place the trophy on top of this one. And it's like a little trophy holder. So, I don't know why that says that. That's meant to be used for something else. I don't know. So that was the Twilight Lich. That was me with diamond armor. You could see how much damage that thing did. Alright. Oh, my boots are almost broken. Oh my goodness. Hang on now. Let me refresh my armor real quick. Alright, so I got my boots refreshed. Let's go ahead and fight the next one, which is the Minoshroom. I want revenge on this thing for killing me so many times. So here we go. He has 120 hit points. He charges at you with his diamond Minotaur axe. I'm giving you back, bro. I'm giving you back, bro. Okay, this thing is not as strong as I thought it was. There we go. So it dropped some beef. I don't know how to pronounce that last word. It also dropped his Minotaur axe, which I'm not going to reuse because My sword is a lot better. It does 13 damage. Yeah, take that. Oh yeah, there you go. It also did drop its zombie scepter as well. I didn't notice that last time we fought the Twilight Lich. I wasn't saying that the Minish Room dropped the scepter. I'm saying the Lich dropped the scepter. I'm not gonna use it because I want to fight these things on my own. So, the next boss is actually the Naga. So this thing is the first boss you normally fight. It's actually the first boss you can only fight in the Twilight Forest before allowing to fight anything else. So this thing's health actually depends on what difficulty you're playing in. So in normal mode it has 200 hit points. In easy mode it's 120, and I'm pretty sure in hard mode it has like 250. This thing will just slither around you, and you can only hit the head. It's like that one arcade game. You may normally have to like aim for the head. You don't like split them into multiple parts. That's basically what the Naga reminds me of a bit, but not really. So this thing actually gets faster each time you actually kill more. Hit more. I can't speak. Let me actually just kill it. There we go. So there you go. Dropped its Naga skills and also dropped its trophy. It actually gives you quite a bit of Naga skills, so pretty easy to get. Also, these structures with the boss actually there actually is multiple of it, so it's not like, oh, I didn't get enough scales to make my armor stand. Now I can never make it. No, don't worry. You have to you just have to find another structure. And there you go. You get your Naga set. That's the first Twilight Forest that you'll be able to get. So as I was trying to say, it actually gets faster the more health it loses, because the more health that it loses, the more pieces that fall off it, and the more pieces it falls off, then yeah, you get what I'm saying. So up next is a pretty annoying boss fight. It's the Urgast. I say annoying because you normally fight this on a tower and it blows things up. So you have a chance of falling down the high tower. So here we go. But you can only hurt this thing via range. I can't speak because this thing is louder than me. Let me actually try to explain what this thing actually does before we continue this fight. Because my goodness, this thing is the loudest boss ever. So it has 250 hit points, and what it does, it will normally shoot it would shoot fireballs at you. That's basically all it does. But then also, in some say, it'll make it rain, and it'll shoot some type of like gas tears on you that'll actually hurt you, and it won't attack you at all during that. So let's get back to the fight. Finally, the thing died. My goodness, that took a very long time for it to die. Okay, I'm not gonna bother putting the rest of the dirt in there. Okay, I'll do that. Okay. So when it dies, it actually won't drop its loot. It actually will drop a chest, and it'll have its loot contained in it. It has carbonite, which I don't know what it really does. And this thing, again, drops the fiery tears. and you get its trophy. Let me make the weather go. Clear this weather, because I'm pretty sure that's pretty annoying. You know, he'll always make it rain, so there's no point in me changing it mid-battle. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the next boss. Up next is the giants, the giant miner and the giant armor, the armor giant. So, for some reason, the armor giant has my skin on it. I don't know what's up with that. I'm gonna fight you head on. Hey, fight you head on, bro. With your freaking iron armor. So there you go. It actually did drop its giant sword, which is pretty cool. And then we have the giant miner, which doesn't have any armor. Let me go ahead and try this life draining on ya. So look, my health is regaining. And then it drops its giant pickaxe. I'm pretty sure there are 100% drops. So up next we have the Snow Queen, and I'm gonna do the last two. So here comes the Snow Queen. This thing is basically surrounded in ice, and it follows you, and oh my goodness, it's so fast! It also spawns ice cores. Did I forget to mention it spawns those things? It's actually very hard to fight this thing. Due to the fact you can't hit her in the ice, you have to hit her in the head. Which is hard, because she rarely shows it. This is gonna take me a while. Alright, thank you for the help. Okay, so there you go. She actually did drop the secret bow. She also dropped a crap ton of snowballs. Go ahead and just let me just drop all this off. Got the Urgas and the Queen trophies. There we go. And let's fight the next one. Now we're up to the two hard ones. So up next is actually one of everyone's favorite little boss fight. Everyone's little Yeti, the Alpha Yeti. This thing has 200 points that shoots ice blocks at you. I'm pretty sure they'll put chill on you. And there's the legendary attack. Be aware of the deadly dance attack. Version this thing is weak to like fire. I'm just gonna do this. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. It opened its mouth. Oh god. See how those ice blocks put slowness 3 on me. Shoot with my sword. There we go, he's dead. That wasn't so hard as I thought. So he dropped some ice bombs, and then he also dropped the Alpha Yeti fur. You have to kill a lot of those. That's how much he drops. And then here's the strongest Twilight Forest boss, the Hydra. There he is. 360 health. You can only hurt. I think you can only hurt it when it opens its mouth. It's not normally supposed to. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Ow, 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 ow. That hurts, you know. That hurts, you know. Oh my goodness, that was cool. I like it better when you guys just go for your normal. I like it better when you guys go for your black. Oh. I can't hit your mouths when you shoot. Stop that! There you go. Oh my goodness, it's literally obsessed with that one attack. Let me ask you, wanna do it again? Oh, how did I know? You're gonna do it again? Oh, how did I know? Are you gonna do it again? How did I know again? You guys are too predictable what you're about to do. Do I have to hit your head? Stop being in the air. I can't hit you in the air. So there you go. It does 10 damage when you're actually able to hit them. And actually, when you actually hurt the heads enough, so that's 140. If you actually, you can actually kill off the heads and open your mouth. Come on, open it. Open it wide for the dentist. Oh my goodness, they just assaulted me. Oh goodness. Ow. Ow. I can't. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. Predictable. Predictable again. Oh, that's actually cool. Okay. Come on. This is getting old. Do I have to go in there myself? If you actually focus too much, I don't know why I can't hurt that one. That's weird. Alright, I can't for some. So there you go. I can show off this. So they help. The head section will go down eventually, and then it, like a Hydra would, it grows to back. Oh goodness. So now you have to fight 4 heads. You can go up to like, there is no limit how many heads you can fight. How come you just open and then close your mouth? I hate that attack now. I can't hurt him when he does that attack. Stop! This is actually, you guys are actually getting boring. This boss is actually boring me because he does the one attack. The one attack! It's obsessed with this attack! Look at this! How many times has this thing shot fireballs at me? You're regenning? Look, bro, if you're regenning, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not doing this anymore. Nope. It's obsessed. It's literally obsessed with this one attack. I'm gonna hurt it. I'm gonna kill it myself like this. Alright guys, doesn't have a lot of health left. We can kill it. Stop with the one fire attack. Oh, I better not die right now. Okay, it's at 4 health. How come I can't hurt it? Why can't I hit it with my arrows anymore? Do that. There we go. Freaking finally. That's a boring boss fight right there. That wasn't even tough. That was just boring as hell. Alright, so he dropped some Hydra chops, the fiery blood, and then finally his trophy. So that's all I got to showcase with the Twilight Forest mod. If you guys want to see part 2 of this, where I showcase more, such as the dimension and all that, tell me down in the comments, and I will gladly go ahead and do a second part of Twilight Forest. Ender, you could have told me the Hydra was a pain, you know? I could have been more prepared. I could have got enchanted my armor better, made my sword better, my bow better. But maybe even got like the Twilight Forest stuff, such as the glass sword. I had reverted to going creative mode and using the glass sword. It does 5 damage, Ender. 5 damage to the Hydra. You're not even gonna talk to me, okay?